When it comes to hip-hop, Chicago has been a staple in the culture for decades. With artists like Common, Brat and Twista setting the tone early, it was clear that the city would be a force to be reckoned with. But I don't think anyone anticipated Chicago birthing artists that would change the musical landscape forever. The always larger-than-life figure Kanye West burst onto the scene in '04 with the instant classic College Dropout. It debuted at #2 on the US Billboard 200 and was certified double platinum in June of that same year. But arguably one of his biggest career highlights and pivotal turning points came with the debut of 808s and Heartbreak.
That instinct, your inner spirit.
I use my instinct. My instinct is infinite. My mind is limited and only an instrument.
Bars.
The title told it all. This is music that's gonna make you weep, and rightfully so. The Louis Vuitton Don had just lost his mother the year before, as well as ending a 7-year relationship and engagement. He was going through it, and some still say he is. From his pain came an album that was not only amazing, but would inspire a generation and lead in a new wave of rappers, singers, and producers coming to adopt aspects of its style and thematic content. Rolling Stone included 808s and Heartbreak in the list of the 40 most groundbreaking albums of all time and ranked it number 244 on its revision to the 500 greatest album list. For once, a successful hip-hop album wasn't bragging about the latest whips or how many bitches they could get. Instead, it focused on tragic loss and the effects that come with it. As a result, this Chicago native would help cultivate a lane for people like Drake, J. Cole, and Big Sean.
They wanted to know what kind. I know he's gonna wild out and he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody wanted to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
But that wouldn't be the only time Chicago's impact would be felt worldwide. March 14, 2012, an ambitious 16-year-old rapper from 64th Street by the name of Chief Keef dropped an album called Back from the Dead, with the lead single Don't Like, which peaked at number 73 on the Billboard 100 and has 36 million at the time of this recording. Not to mention if you play this in a club, it's a wrap. With this mixtape, Keef would popularize drill music worldwide. And I do mean worldwide. If that wasn't enough proof, Keef's first collaborator on a groundbreaking song was a Chicago groundbreaker in his own right, Kanye West. So if you haven't made the calculation already, Chicago is kinda a big deal when it comes to this rap. What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Marlon Palmer, back at it again with a brand new video. This one taking a look at the top hottest rappers in Chicago of 2020, here for you on Before They're Famous. And we're trying out a new video series and we need your help. If we missed out on anyone on this list, anyone, please write them in the comments down below. We are not biased at all. Obviously, music is subjective, and this list isn't fact, it's just our opinion, all right? So let's get into it. Lil Durk has had a hell of a year. Since bursting onto the scene in 2013 with Side to the Streets, which was on Rolling Stone's top 10 album of the year, he's become a prominent figure in Chicago. But 2020 might arguably be his best. He released his 5th album on May 8th, 2020. The album contains his 2nd highest charting song, Three-Headed Goat, featuring Polo G and Lil Baby. It debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200. A deluxe edition of the album was released on June 26th with 7 additional tracks, helping the album climb to a new peak of number 2 on the Billboard 200. But that wouldn't be it for the young star. On August 14th, 2020, Lil Durk was featured on Drake's single, Laugh Now, Cry Later, the lead single to his upcoming 6th studio album, Certified Lover Boy. It debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Durk's first top 40 and top 10 entry, and his highest charting song ever. We also can't forget him applying pressure to Tekashi in 2020, and even claims that the artist was offered millions in exchange for extending his long-going feud. But as the voice of the streets, of course, Lil Durk turned that down. Noname started as a featured artist on her friend Chance the Rapper's critically acclaimed mixtape, Acid Rap, and now she's the feature of rappers' diss tracks. Noname has always taken the road less traveled when it comes to the entertainment industry. As a result, she exhibited no fear when calling out top-billed artists for their silence during the uprisings happening across the country. On May 29th, Noname blasted people's favorite artists for failing to use their platform. She said, "Poor black folks all over the country are putting their bodies on the line in protest for our collective safety, and y'all favorite top-selling rappers not even willing to put a tweet up. His whole discographies be about black plight, and they know where to be found." Damn! J. Cole, who many were anticipating music from already, had something to say about this tweet, seeming as if it struck a chord personally, even though Noname had mentioned, well, no names. On June 16th, he released Snow on the Bluff, and it was no secret who the track was about. One lyric that stood out was, "She mad at the celebrities, low-key I be thinking she be talking about me. Now I ain't no dummy to think I'm above criticism, so when I see something that's valid, I listen, but shit, it's something about the queen tone that's bothering me." Cole later took to Twitter to praise Noname and urged his fans to follow her on social media, which many inferred as confirmation that was the subject of his lyrics. Additionally, Noname herself had written "Queen Tone" in response to hearing the song, though the tweet has since been deleted. So in natural rap fashion came her response, Song 33. A little over a minute of lyrical venom questioning Cole's decision to speak on her tweet, rather than larger issues at hand. The internet went crazy over this potential back and forth, but it was quickly silenced once Noname realized that she had become a distraction rather than a source of solutions. I've been thinking a lot about it, and I'm not proud of myself for responding with Song 33. I tried to use it as a moment to draw attention back to the issues I care about, but I didn't have to respond. My ego got the best of me. I apologize for any further distraction this caused. Regardless of the outcome, it was clear that Noname is not only a force lyrically, but also an artist that refuses to shy away from the sometimes controversial yet important moments.
I feel more embarrassed being ignorant about it than actually learning and taking the time to grow. It always amazes me when celebrities are like refusing to grow. It's weird. It's like, why would you want to die on a horse of stupidity?
Calboy has probably been one of the hardest workers out of all Chicago rappers in 2020. After dropping his album Long Live the King in March 2020, he's been stepping on the gas ever since. I went to his YouTube just to make sure I wasn't bugging, but bro has dropped 20 new music videos, and none of them below 500,000 views. Now that's impressive from a rapper in any year, but to be able to produce at such a high level during a global pandemic is absolutely insane. It helps that the music is also mad fire. When Envy dropped 2 years ago, I will admit I was one of those people that wrote Calboy off as being a flash in the pan artist, but he's proven me and plenty of others wrong in 2020, dropping banger after banger and landing a spot on the XXL freshman list alongside his homies Polo G and Lil TJ. Our next artist was almost taken away from us. In 2019, Polo G wound up in the hospital after consuming multiple drugs and alcohol. Speaking on this moment, he said,
Yeah, man, they said if you would have been here any second or a minute later, you probably wouldn't have made it. You probably could have passed. And they was just walking me through everything that happened that day because I really didn't remember it all.
Since that incident, he's become an even larger force to be reckoned with. On Valentine's Day, Polo G released the track Go Stupid with rappers Stunna 4 Vegas and Untitled Chapter. Go Stupid became his second song on the Hot 100 after Pop Out, peaking at number 60 on the Hot 100, and he would release his second studio album, The GOAT, on May 15th. The album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, and 10 songs from the album hit the Hot 100, including Flex featuring Juice WRLD and Be Something featuring Lil Baby, peaking at number 30 and 57 respectively. But he wasn't done there. In July 2020, Polo G was featured on Juice WRLD's posthumous album, Legends Never Die, on the song Hate the Other Side. The song peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, Polo G's first top 10 single and highest charting overall song. 1 month later, he was chosen as one of XXL's Freshman of the Year. Later that month, he released a music video for his single, Martin and Gina, which peaked at number 61 on the Billboard Hot 100. His latest releases will probably end up meaning the most to him in 2020 though. His single, Epidemic, dropped in September, speaking on deep that has affected his life, namely losing his friends to violence, and that video has 19 million views at the time of this recording. Only a month later, he was featured on The Code with another Chicago rapper that was heating up the streets, the now late King Von. Which brings us to our last rapper, King Von. King Von was on the path to greatness before the recent events that transpired took this budding star from us. The year started off very differently for Von. He was hot off his mixtape Grandson Volume 1, which saw great street acclaim, and the album debuted at number 75 on the Billboard 200. He quickly followed this up with Took Her to the O in February of 2020, one of his most successful songs, and it was included on his mixtape LeVon James, which to the distaste of his die-hard fans peaked at number 63. I know. Von was becoming well known for his gripping stories and his ability to paint a vivid picture with his music. For all of us here at Before They're Famous, we want to send our condolences once again to his family and friends. If you guys want to find out more information, we've posted videos previously on the King Von situation, so you guys can check those out on our channel. Alright, there you have it, the 5 hottest rappers from Chicago for 2020. Did we miss anybody on this list? Let us know in the comments down below. Is there anybody on the list that doesn't deserve to be there? Let us know that in the comment section too. We're planning on doing other cities with other rappers, so please write in the comment section below what cities you guys want to see talked about next, and I'll catch you guys next video.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we drop a new video each and every day, so here's a recent drop that you might enjoy. We handpicked that one for you because if you like this video, you'll probably like that. We also got playlists like over here, so click on that if you want to see a whole list of a bunch of videos we've dropped in the past. And if you're new to the Fame Gang, be sure to subscribe and turn on them post notifications, and I'll see you guys in another video.